Welcome back. Now, coming up, there's an unmissable masterclass in summer pudding coming your way. And my guest, Paul Potts, will be joined by Korean fish burger a little bit later. But first, I'm here with a chef whose career in food has taken him on a globe-trotting journey from the outskirts of Mexico City to the heart of the London restaurant scene. It's the first time he's been at the house. It's the brilliant Santiago Lastra. Everybody's round of applause because congratulations, you got top 100 best chefs in the world at the moment.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
In the top 100 best chefs in the world. What are you going to be doing for us?
Today we are going to make quesadillas.
Okay.
Like the real
Not what people are used to seeing.
The real deal.
Not with cheddar cheese, none of that. The real deal.
Exactly. The real deal.
Yeah.
But with using British ingredients.
Okay. So you want me to do this paper while you're doing that? So we get on.
Yeah.
Tell us about the dough then. This is what makes it so special.
Yeah. So it's made with corn. So it's a corn dough. You can buy the flour that is called masa harina. It's basically cooked corn that is being then milled, and then this is what you get. So the consistency, it needs to be like something similar as like Play-Doh, you know.
Yeah.
And what you do is to make little balls of around, I don't know, like 35 grams.
Right. Tell me about your childhood. Your father's from Spain.
Yeah, the family of my father, they are from Galicia, that is the north of Spain. But I live in Mexico all my childhood, and then I've been out of Mexico for about 17 years now.
Right.
Yeah.
And where did the love of food come from? Is that working in restaurants and bits and pieces? Because a little birdie told me some rice crackers that got you into food.
Yeah. I was actually 15 years old, and my mom. I don't have like this beautiful story of like, you know, like this family of farmers, of chefs, or my grandma used to make these amazing recipes. It's more that I was in the supermarket when I was 15, and I saw this Ritz cracker box, and then in the back of it there was a recipe of a crab dip, and I went back home, I made the recipe, and then I just fell in love with it. And then the first time that I was I remember I went to an Italian restaurant. It changed my life.
Yeah.
I felt it's like love at the first sight, you know. I was like, I'm gonna be doing that for the rest of my life.
I can't believe you've just done this while we've been. Tell me about this cheese, because you talked about mozzarella. This is kind of made in a similar version.
Yeah. So this is called Oaxaca cheese.
Yeah.
It's a very, very traditional cheese from the south of Mexico. And it is similar as mozzarella, but it's quite stringy. It's like a stringy cheese.
But this isn't made in Mexico, this cheese.
No, it's not. The recipe and the idea is from Mexico, but it's made in Kent. So it's this farmer called Jerry. Shout out to Jerry. He's probably definitely watching. Yeah,
this is Jerry's cheese from Kent.
Yeah. The good old Jerry.
Yeah.
So we work with my brother Eduardo. We worked together with him for a year to be able to nail this recipe. And it is similar as mozzarella, but it's slightly sour, and the texture is like very, very interesting because it melts, but the amount of fat is like the right amount. But you can even like just do like
we'll find that out. You build yourself up.
We can scrub.
No, we won't scrub.
It happened once, I swear.
Jerry's going to be laughing at this if it doesn't. You can't skip around Jerry's cheese. Go on then. Right. So what are we doing now then?
So now we have the papers.
Right.
And then we have these ones. And then what you do is to press it gently, and then you put the other one on top.
Now this press you get made in the UK as well?
Yes, as well. And it's this very, very old foundry. It's one of the oldest foundries in the UK.
Okay.
And they are just incredible. So it is. I think it's all about collaboration. This concept of the whole restaurant, to be able to work with local farmers, but also local craft makers, to be able to do what we do in Mexico in the best way possible.
Well, I know, because I'll move this over to one side, because I'm going to have a go at making a few of these while you're doing that.
It's important that it's not too thin.
Not too thin. So you start off with these. So this goes on the top. You press
Yeah.
it down, and what do you fill it with then? What's the
so
filling?
then now the filling is going to be the cheese, basically, and wild garlic. Wild garlic is one of my favorite ingredients ever. And right now in spring is all over the country.
Do you have wild garlic in Mexico? Is that?
I don't really know, but probably not. It's not something that grow in a very tropical weather.
Yeah.
You know, we have coconuts and pineapples, but we don't have wild garlic.
And you don't have rhubarb.
And we don't have rhubarb. Yeah, exactly.
And this is one of the fascinations with your food as well. A bit like yourself, really. You've got a fascination with all the ingredients we have in the UK.
Yeah.
Both of you, really.
Yeah.
Like we said before, we need to look after the
Yeah.
people around you.
Yeah.
Because the people will look after you. That's it. And
Yeah.
collaboration is the most beautiful thing.
So what are we doing then? How do we make these?
So then the thing is that we put the cheese like that.
Yeah.
I think it's good to put enough quantity,
Yeah.
you know, and to leave the edges without anything, you know. So just go kind of like that,
Yeah.
and then
Okay.
put the wild garlic in there like that, and then what you're gonna do, you do like this, and then
I'm watching.
and then you hold it with these two fingers. You hold it, and then you go like that, and then
Okay.
you press the top, and then the edges. And it's interesting because it's just naturally falls and sticks,
Right.
and then that is what you do basically.
In Spain, my mom made with tuna,
Oh, with
egg,
tuna.
tomato, and and it's an egg.
It is incredible.
It's lovely. But
This-
it's not with corn.
But it is incredible the similarities that we have with Spanish food and Mexican food.
So how do you feel about when you come to the UK and you
Pretty fast.
taste one of these and
Fast.
it's got cheddar cheese on it?
I am used to it, to be honest. It's not only about the UK. I think it's about the whole world. That outside Mexico, Mexican food is not as it's not represented as it should. I guess in terms of like authenticity, there is this misconception of like Tex-Mex food, you know. Which food of Texas and Tex-Mex food, when it's well done in Texas, is amazing.
Yeah.
But it's just a different type of cuisine.
Yeah. So this is the real deal. Here we go.
This is definitely.
I think it's quite important what you say, but it's quite important as well that people don't able to make the quesadilla when they cheese because it's going to be difficult to do something else.
Yeah.
There you go.
And then it's always.
So I'm going to deep fry these then, yeah?
Go for it.
So now, tell us what you're going to be doing now then. You're busy cooking away. So what are you going to be doing now?
So now there's no dish in Mexico without a good salsa,
Okay.
right? So the salsas are the core and the heart of Mexican cooking. So normally you will do sauces with tomatoes.
Yeah.
We don't really have tomatoes at this time of the year. So what we have is forced rhubarb. So we're gonna do our forced rhubarb salsa.
Okay. So I'll chop this because I know you want to get this on as well. And rhubarb you don't have in Mexico as well. So this is where you take influences from all over the place that you've been doing.
Yeah.
Because you travelled all over the place. Copenhagen. Did you work at Noma for a while?
Yes.
You were
yeah.
there?
Yeah, I used to work at Noma, and I organized this pop-up that was called Noma Mexico.
And then coming into the UK, you've got your own site now, Michelin star.
Yeah, I'm really proud of our team in Col. That recognition is all about the quality, but also is the keeping the standard every day. You know, like the consistency
Yeah.
of the standard, which is something that the guys are making incredible job every day. I'm really proud of what we've been achieving, and also excited because there is much more that we can do.
More in the pipeline, right?
Yes.
So I know you get this pan on. So
Yeah.
they're cooking away nicely. I'll leave you to get the rhubarb in. So
So we have the pan on, and then we're gonna add the garlic first.
yeah,
Then we're gonna put the rhubarb on,
yeah.
and then we're gonna add some brown sugar, basically.
Yeah.
Just move it around.
Tell me how much?
Just a little bit. Yeah, like that. Just a bit more. There you go.
There you go.
So we're doing like a savory rhubarb compote.
Right. What do you want in the dressing? You want?
For the dressing, I think we're gonna put these chilies.
I'm going to let you chop these.
Yeah, so we have this.
They look a bit lethal to me. What? These the Scotch bonnet,
Yeah, this is Scotch bonnet.
right?
Scotch bonnet.
So this is the dressing side of it. So we got the salsa bit there, the dressing bit here, and then
We're gonna add to the sauce. We're gonna take the when it's then. You know when it sounds like that, is that ready? Yeah. Perfect.
That's pretty good to me.
You know why? Because the cheese is melted, and it's kind of coming out a little bit.
Yeah.
So then that is why they sound like that.
Okay. So
Okay.
we've got our
Sauce is ready. I'm just gonna put some chilies in there. This is arbol chili, and then we just leave it reducing a tiny bit
yeah.
while you are helping me with the dressing.
So this is the rhubarb juice in
Right.
here.
Yeah, so then the idea is that we're going to use the rhubarb juice instead of vinegar. So that's enough.
Yeah.
The important thing when you add the chilies is that you crush them a little bit.
Yeah.
So we're just going to crush the chilies.
Do you want some veg oil in here?
Yeah, just going to add a little bit of chili in there. That's fine. Okay, and then now I'm going to add some fresh rhubarb juice to the sauce,
Yeah.
just to make it a little bit more red
Okay.
and tart as well. You know?
Okay.
And yeah, so then this is pretty much done. So I'm just
Yeah.
gonna take some of it and put it here in our mortar. It's important that you try to avoid too much liquid because otherwise
This
it's
is
gonna
what
be
I love
difficult
about
to-
proper authentic.
Yeah, I love this. I don't have a blender at home.
Yeah.
I just have this because you don't have to watch a blender. You know, you just.
What do you call this in Mexico?
It's called molcajete.
Okay.
Molcajete, yeah.
And I love this that you want to serve this dish on as well because we've got
Yeah.
over here. Look at this dish. Is this made in a different part of the UK or is
In
this made-
Scotland. In Scotland.
You
yeah.
are joking. This is Scotland.
Yeah, Scotland.
Where is the little pig?
That's from Mexico. Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So then now that the rhubarb is gonna look like a little kind of jam.
And then over here, you want me to make the salad. So you've got in here Alexander's, which we've had on the show before.
Yeah, we have Alexander's. We have some wild chervil and wild black mustard.
Right. And did you want some wild garlic in here or not?
Yes, please, please.
Just a few bits of
yeah,
wild garlic.
maybe we can just like chop it a little bit.
Yeah.
Or just with the hands, maybe. And I haven't tried this. Let's try it. It's important.
Yeah.
Important to try it, right? So it's you want to try?
No, I'm going to try at the end. I'm trusting you. You're in the top 100 best, Chief. I built you on a pedestal.
I think it needs to be a little bit more spicy, you know? Just gonna
Really?
add some, yeah, I'm just gonna add a little bit more chili on it.
You just put one scotch bonnet for about 4 portions in
No,
it.
no, this is the
this is-
the arbol chili.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna crush it just to. So the thing is that some people think that spicy is just something that hits or burns your mouth.
Yeah.
But I think spice, it's a flavor. The spicy, it can warm everything up, you know?
Yeah. Or I
But
did
maybe-
to
or burn everything up.
Or we
so-
did to Matt, our sound guy in America.
Yeah.
I got him to try fresh Szechuan for the very, very first time.
All right.
It numbs your mouth for a
Yeah.
week.
Oh, for a
Yeah,
week.
for a week. Sorry, mate.
Yeah, I mean, you have to really.
was funny.
Yeah, you need to know what you're doing, I guess.
Well,
you
he
know?
didn't. That's why I'm going. Right. So,
Okay, so that's it, and then we're gonna just plate our quesadillas here.
great.
And also, I think it's something that you can just do. You can do so fast, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So then a little bit of the creme fraiche.
It's intriguing when you taste it like this. You think, oh, with the it looks nothing like
Nothing
this.
like
Does
that.
it? Nothing. Like it.
And then this amazing salad that you made on top of the creme fraiche, like that.
Give us the name of this dish then.
Wild garlic quesadillas with drunk rhubarb salsa.
That's what it is. There we go. The brilliant. Right, I'll leave one out for you, one out for us. I'll have a little taste of the old salsa with it. Won't I?
Nice.
There you go, Sheffy.
Thank you, my dear.
You dive into that.
Yes.
Oh, look at that. That's the test. Yeah.
Oreo.
The flavor of the corn is just spicy, just lovely.
How do you make it taste like that? Amazing, isn't it? And it all uses we've got to thank this gentleman again. What's his name again?
Jerry.
Jerry. Thank you very much, Jerry, for this. It works. All that effort put in. I don't know what the hell I'm holding up, but this works. It's fantastic. But there we have it. Santiago, everybody. Brilliant, that. Brilliant. Jose will be trying to top trump that dish as he takes over the kitchen very shortly. And I'll be laying on a second course for Paul Potts a little bit later on in the show. But join us after the break, where we're heading down to the farm for a spot of lambing. I'll see you in a bit. This is amazing. It is absolutely delicious. Isn't that delicious?
It's absolutely gorgeous.